Yeah, you know I'm a beast. You know I'm a beast. Welcome to the feast. My whole team off the leash. We don't know defeat. Everybody eat. Hey, you know I'm a beast. You know I'm a beast. Welcome to the feast. My whole team off the leash. We don't know defeat. Everybody eat. Hey, you know I'm a beast.
Can I run up the score, run up the board, breaking them all? Ay, ay, walking the door, you know what happened? We step on the floor. Ay, ay, coming from on, you don't want partners, you already know it. Ay, ay, put my mind to it, you already know I'm finna go do it. Ay, yeah, I'm locked in, and I feel like Mark 10. Ay, walking to a room, chest up with my chin. Ay, already finished for this joint, it will begin. The win is what I am, I cannot ever pretend. Ay, yeah, never pretend. Ay, back in the lab again. Ay, you when not touching the friends, ayy. You when not touching the kin, ayy. Putting the points on the board, I'm killing the boys, you know what it is, ayy. Switching the moves, no number two, I came in the win. They said I'm tapped in with the action, they got the master on the master. I can never move passive, I'm active, I can make them go ghost on this cast. But wanna know who running it, just ask us. On the track, I'm gunning it, I'm blasting this, that gas, and diesel, Shack and dog.
You know I'm a beast. You know I'm a beast. Welcome to the feast. My whole team off the leash. We don't know defeat. Everybody eat, ayy, you know I'm a beast. You know I'm a beast. Welcome to the feast, my whole team off the leash. We don't know defeat. Everybody eat, ayy, you know I'm a beast.
Hold up. Pay attention, this is beast mode. Got an edge on the game like a cheat code. Had to tighten up my focus like a peephole. I want the rings and the chains like I'm Depot. Big dog walking, check my status. We established when it's show. Time to squat, making plays. Ooh, it's magic like some. We want the smoke. Y'all ain't really about that action. We got perfect off the practice. They ain't working, so they lack it. I've been hungry all my life. I ain't passing up a plate. I can't quit until I win. I ain't having no debates. This is sacrificing heart. That's exactly what it takes. So I'm going full throttle at me back up out my way. Yeah, I promise you, you cannot stop me. Now when the whole team got me, I notice how cocky. But watch me, I'ma show you what hard work got me. Parameters, you not dealing with amateurs. You and your team cannot handle us. This is excellence. Rich, stand it up, cause you know
I'm a beast. You know I'm a beast. Welcome to the feast. My whole team off the leash. We don't know defeat. Everybody eat, ayy. You know I'm a beast. You know I'm a beast. Welcome to the feast. My whole team off the leash. We don't know defeat. Everybody eat, ayy. You know I'm a beast.
Mic check, 1 2 1 2. All day, every day. You guys ready for some airbrushing today? God damn it. Somebody on Instagram today was like, why do you even bother posting miniatures anymore? Real question. I was like, I ask myself that all the time. What's the point? What's the point of it all? Let's just go to Circle K together, guys. Why did I turn on Steam? God damn it.
Let's do it!
Oh, what's my new song? On. What song is it? Is it this one? Yeah. This is the fucking jam. Yo, dog, Kenny Boucher here at Next Level Painting. Hitting you up on the literal best of all days, coming to you live from that Beats Lab in Citrus County. We're doing it again. This is my new heat right here. This is the intro jam right now. Fucking hype. We're gonna airbrush. We're gonna fucking finally get it going. Shout out to the hardcores in chat. War Pigment. Low key want to play video games? Yeah, I do. Not low key. Like, fuck painting. Like, painting's stupid. I hate it. Sormon, the white OG, what's up? Says, when you're done with this show, you can stop by Long John Silver's and pick up 3 chicken, 2 fish meal for me? Yeah. Absolutely. I work at White Castle now. Love minis in the chat. Recoil, Renegade, Mateo, JDA, Moe's Magic, Needless Guilt, Usual Suspects Project Mayhem, Tolus UK, OnePlus Saves. I should multi-stream the GW reviews. I don't know what the fuck that is. Oh, no. Fuck GW. Like, they make the best game in the world. Best models. I don't care about their reviews. Reveals. I don't watch Diablo campfires either. JDA. Let's see what else is there. Sin. Grazer. Let's see. Chaotic Painting. Scrolling down. Make sure I got everyone. OnePlus 7 says, Long John Silver's is probably the best way to play Diablo 4 now. Since you need to buy a lot of gold. 6 to 10 million just to make the mats. Then 5 million to upgrade them. I don't know what that means. Like what mats? I don't even know what you're talking about, dude. I'm not even there in Diablo. I'm like tweaking my builds, collecting gear. Like I don't even have all the gear yet. Like, I have like a 2-handed mace that has no greater aphexes on it. Like it's dead to me. Like I'm not gonna do anything to it until I find what I need. You know what I mean? It has like the right aphexes, but it's peasant's aphex. You know? Masterworking costs like 100 million. Bro, I'm not masterworking anything, dude. I don't even have the right shit, dude. I don't have the right shit. Are you like mad about this 1%? No part of that even affects gameplay. I don't even know what you're talking about. Masterworking. Like, I'm not going to masterwork anything, dude. I don't have the right shit. Like, I'm not going to masterwork a bludgeoning weapon with 1 greater apex on it. Like, I'm not going to spend the coin until I have, like, a triple or a double. I'm doing in-game content right now, dude. I did 25 Duriel runs in last night with my Barbarian who's not masterworked. I just smashed him. Fucking, I'm at pit level 51 with my not endgame Barbarian. Just smashing. I just casually went into the gauntlet yesterday and was top 500 Barbarian. Just casually, he's like, oh yeah, let me check out the gauntlet. Top 500. Seems pretty endgamey. Not clearing Tormented without masterwork? Oh, that sounds like a challenge. That sounds like a challenge. So you're telling me that I need a full master. So you're saying I need a max, not that, a 12 out of 12 masterworked on all my gear to beat a tormented boss. So what do you need on all your gear? 5 out of 12? That's the word. 6, 8? 8? Everything 8. For endgame. For tormented bosses. Alright. I haven't even finished the season, dude. I still got to do the last chapter. I haven't finished the Iron Wolves shit. I don't even know what you're talking about. I did an Uber. I did an Andariel fight. I did my first Andariel run yesterday. Wampa saves, and the very first drop was a Doombringer. I got to pit level 50 with a level 80 Thornsbarb. So like I feel like there's so much to do without masterworking. Like I like that I can't perfect my build fast. So pit level 70, you have to fight Lilith. Are you going into the pit with like a crew? I've just been soloing it. I don't even know. Does it get easier with a crew? I have to boost my crew up. Boost the crew up. So check this out. 1+ save. So I got that Doombringer first drop. That's why I was joking about it yesterday. Put it on my barb. Master worked it to 8. And my first random Aphex, 25% boost. The life stat, baby. The fucking life percentage. Right out the gate. Wow! Get good. This game's easy, dog. One Uber drop, or one Uber Lilith run, one Doombringer, masterwork, hit the right one. Get good. Alright guys, today is airbrushing day. I'm sorry, 1% saves. I don't mean to make fun of you. I know it must be frustrating for you. And it seems like you're not having any fun. Sorry this season is such a bust for you. Necros are you still playing the minion build? I don't want to run the same shit I ran for the last 2 seasons. Already played that concept. So, high score in the gauntlet. Which, like I expect them to patch the pit to have a leaderboard. I expect the pit to have a leaderboard like the gauntlet. That's the purpose of the game. It's like leaderboard. Like that'll be my sole fucking intent. Once I'm done with all this new masterworking nonsense, leaderboard, baby. Top 100. Exclamation point 2x Yo Dogs, exclamation point patrons. You guys know how Saturday works. We're going to start our airbrushing session on the loaded change. This is going to be a good episode. You're going to want to buckle in for this one. We're going to workshop how to get that body correct. So we're going to get extremely OP today. Extremely OP. OnePlus says his leaderboard would be a guy who got 4x greater Shaco. Yeah, he's better at the game than you. But you can also just go buy that shit. Just it's open trading, right? Isn't there a black market already? Just go buy that. Can you just buy it from someone? Pull out your credit card, dog. You can't trade Ubers. Oh, fuck. I was like, I'll sell you mine right now. Sell you my Shaco right now. Renegade, it's not a grind without the salt. I mean, I guess that's true. OnePlus Saves is always salty about everything. He is self-proclaimed a sufferer of a condition called chronic hate. He told me that in person at Adepticon. He's a chronic hater. It's a medical condition. He gets mad before he gets happy. Exclamation point class if you want to get OP. You want to learn what we're about to do today. Let's figure this out, guys. Let's lock into the obesity cradle. Renegade? No, it does. Like, I like to make fun of OnePlus Saves, and he rolls, and he's kind of impossible to troll because he knows how ridiculous his stance is at all times. You can't troll him. Like, you can't bait him into anger. It's like, that's my secret. I'm always angry. But it does show he cares. Like, he cares about gameplay. And he likes to blast games. And ultimately, you have to remember something important about Diablo 4. Is that Diablo 4 is casual. It's not competitive. Like, it's definitely, or I'd say it's 70% casual, 30% competitive. Like, at the very least. So if you want to play, if you're used to playing like that 99% competitive style, that's not going to be there in Diablo 4. We're going to use the new airbrush. I'm going to break it open. I picked it up from Spray Gunner HQ. Exclamation point gear. So, brand new joint. I've got a bent needle in mine, everything. So I've been meaning to upgrade. I've been airbrushing with a broken needle for like bent needle for like 2 years. And, you know, rather than buy a new needle, the airbrush is so affordable, I just buy a new airbrush. So let's see what we get in 2024. So it comes with this super skinny connection still. What this is? Oh, it's for like a baby compressor. And what it comes with a, what is this? Is this what this connects to? I don't even know what the fuck this is. I've never even used this. Oh, and that connects to this? What the fuck is this? Is this another pressure valve? Like, oh my god, mag valve? Nonsense. Garbage. Trajan! What's up, man? Oh, this, I don't want this either. Throw it in here too. Oh yeah. I keep forgetting. I have to get this airbrush correct. I don't want this either. Care about this. There we go. This is feeling correct. Hells yeah, dog. All right. All right, now we're good. Roland on YouTube or Facebook. Thanks for liking my stream. Ballin'. Okay, we're looking good, baby. Let's crank the compressor. Hold on a second. This thing, I'm still using this old shit right here. And it's getting a little worn out. My old, but that what's it called? That really expensive small compressor that I like. That has like a little magnet tray. And the magnets kind of detached from the bottom of this. I have to like kind of glue them in. All right. Oh, where's the box? This is the artwork I'm going for. Well, minis take the bubble off the front, the nipple. I'm probably gonna keep it close so that I can do the gangster gumbo with the crown tip. This is the paint job I'm inspired by. We're gonna workshop that. 1+7 says it's weird to me that no one puts in hearts at the altar. They're constantly dropped and you'll never run out. Yeah, people are dumb as fuck, dude. I fucking constantly, I like run in before anyone else to do it. Like 100%. I agree. Love Mini says I'll lose it in 10 minutes. That may be true, Love Mini, so I'm gonna try not to. Okay. So here's what we're looking at. You know what I'm gonna do? Just for ease. Just for ease. I'm actually gonna just do like this. I cut this out. This is my inspiration. So you see how this is almost edgelord. You see this? This is why I'm drawn to this. This Fate Weaver paint. This is so fucking well painted. I'm blown away by how easy it is actually to do this. A lot of this is light dry brushing technique. GW really makes them. These models are bangers. So this is almost edgelords. Now something that GW does have on lock is blues, really pigmented blues. So I really like. So this dark midnight blue and this like light turquoise interaction, I really enjoy that. And I love the white belly, white faces, white inner thighs. I love this. And then I like how pure kind of turquoise the hands are. And you see, and they're bringing the pink into the wings. So you see with a slight saturation shift, how much more we can do with this. This is fucking stunning. Sarman OG, broke it, bought it. That's right. That's Fizzla. Do you know who painted the box art? No idea. It seems ludicrous that I don't know who painted this because this is goddamn Golden Demon. Now, this could be a bunch of Photoshop too. They are a miniature making company, and it's totally fine if they digitally paint some of this. That's fine. That doesn't bother me. So I don't know who painted the box art. Those people aren't really talked about. So it's entirely possible that there is a heavy amount of digital alterations occurring. I don't know the answer to that. I'd like to meet the guy. If this is a totally organic paint job, this shit would win a Golden Demon. It's fucking flawless. It's literally flawless. So I'm assuming it's digitally altered, Dr. D. Because it's so fucking flawless. Like, that guy would be famous. That guy would be like, you know what I mean?
It's so damn hot. Milk was a bad choice.
Sorman, the OG double yo dogs. Let's get the tip jar started. Thank you, brother. We're about to workshop it now. It's so gorgeous. But they're a miniature company, so it's okay for them to Photoshop their box art. That's part of the game. Like, it doesn't matter. It's just inspiration. It can be totally... I mean, like, a lot of Creature Casters' older models were digitally painted on their website. Like, it doesn't matter. It's just... It's an inspiration. So, I don't know if that's true, though. But... So, we're going to focus on the body first. Okay? Wings... We're going to do the wings separate. So, a lot of times when I teach you guys to airbrush, we go dark to bright. Okay, but when you're trying to get saturation on a big model like this, that's not always the solution. Okay, that's not always the solution. When you have a big model with a lot of angles like this, and you want to go, you want this really clean white blending into these blues, sometimes you have to start light and go dark. I'm thinking about how I want to approach this. I don't know if it's one of those times, though, honestly. I don't know if it's one of those times. I think we're going to start blue. I think we're going to go dark. So, they're using, like, a midnight blue. So, we're going to try to be somewhat stable. We're going to put just straight midnight blue, or dark blue in here. Okay. We're gonna cut that. We're just gonna say arbitrarily. We're gonna say that much. So that's transparent blue. So I'm gonna saturate. So I'm gonna kind of saturate it a little bit via the transparent blue mix. Yeah, I don't have a fucking paper towels Give me a second, guys. I'm not set up. 1 second. I need to get some water in this cup. I need to get some paper towels. Give me 1 second. And we're back. Shout out to Christopher for liking my stream on Facebook. David on Facebook says, I want to learn to stream painting. She looks so fun. Teach it. All right. So I've got my paper towels. Fuck, hold on. Forgot my glove. Give me a second. I left the gloves in the hallway closet. Give me a second. We're back now. Let me get a glove on because I end up spraying my hand like crazy probably. So, transparent blue and dark blue. Monument Hobbies. I'm just kind of eyeballing what it looks like to me, to my eyes. That's good. I'm gonna attempt to raw dog this. I'm not gonna thin it out at all. Okay, my goal is to max out the saturation or the opacity quickly. Darth Mauler, thank you for the follow. Ben Jojo, thank you for the follow on Twitch. So we're gonna try to raw dog it. And we're gonna just try to do full coverage, okay? And he's big, so I'm going to have to just kind of aim best I can. The reason I opted for this was because the opaque dark blue is mission critical for most of the smaller details. So rather than do like a reverse workup. And so here I'm going to have to just kind of focus on little areas. And we're doing like a second primer. Remember, we primed it really loosely with dark gray. And then we put a varnish over it. So now I'm actually committed to max coverage. This step, this base coat, is about being opaque and maxing your coverage out. Yes, and we're going raw dog. We didn't thin the paint at all. Okay. There's no reason to thin the paint. In this, if you can get it to push through, Push it through. So I'm going to take a step back and just kind of work. He's a little too big to kind of just blast. So I have to kind of focus on limbs and stuff. Try to push it into the nooks and crannies. But we really need to make sure we have a stable base coat here. No pussyfooting on this one. And that's one of the reasons I use the dark gray, is it'll help obscure a lack of coverage in some of the deeper recesses. But I'm attempting not to have a lack of coverage in this step. This step is all about coverage. Getting a little clogged because it's not thinned out. Just kind of brute forcing it. Take a step back, kind of shoot under his chest, get the crotch. I'm kind of doing the whole leg now. Now it's getting more opaque on the second pass because now it's blue on blue. Instead of blue on gray. When it was blue on gray, it was showing a little desaturated because the gray was showing through. So we're trying to get opaque coverage. We're not trying to let it pull up and get all wet. We're keeping our eye on it. We're staying in motion. You see this head right here. I mentioned that head would be slightly problematic because how it dips down. And it is. Look at this nice deep blue. Battery Hammer says that blue looks sick. Thanks, man. Recoil. So the trans blue is being used to kick the blue up a few notches. Yeah. And it also kind of like thins it down a little bit because it's transparent paint. Well, Zuzu says, so literally a decade ago when I first got into it, I was living in UK. I had some towel that were painted right around that same color blue. That's awesome. Did you paint them yourself? Trying to get all the nooks and crannies. There's always something that you miss. Without an airbrush, this shit would be a nightmare. Imagine trying to paintbrush this like some peasant. Okay, so that was our full pot. The ranks is homework done. Can't wait for the next lesson. Oh yeah, brother, we just did a class before this. Storman the White says, that reminds me of how I did my bullseye a few years ago. He said, yeah, with help from the local GW store, they taught me how to thin my paints. Okay. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to use this other trick where I'm going to take the glaze medium, which is just basically medium. I'm going to put a bunch in there. And so this is mostly medium, and some of that paint left. We'll put a touch of water. Let's grab our nipple. So this is extremely low opacity at over medium. And I'm going to use this to kind of do a final blast where I shoot it confidently into all the nooks and crannies and get a nice top coat where we have a strong medium component. So it's another kind of baked in varnishing technique where we're transferring protective shell over this base coat. Kind of with a lot of confidence. Another trick I use. Wells over on YouTube says, chilling with you on Saturday PM. Is it Saturday? Yes, it's Saturday, 2:30 PM for me. So we have a nice little top coat of medium. I'm just hitting it with some air. Okay, so now it's time to kind of upgrade. So I'm going to just take standard blue. I'm going to keep this mix. This is fine. We're going to put some blue in there. And this is still a lot of medium. It's be pretty low opacity, even though it looks like it has opacity. And what we're going to do is we're going to just kind of shoot in to the tips. And it's probably not going to look anywhere near this opaque here in a second. It's probably going to be very subtle when we're done. And I'm bringing it deeper into his arms than the box art. Okay. Same thing on the face. Right there. And we're just trying to find the angles. And he's got some nice jacked musculature. This is just blue. You see as it dries, it's much less opaque a lot less opaque than it initially looked. I'm just blasting still. I'm not even trying to get too much control on the table just yet. Getting these feet. What medium? Most Magic? Just the glazed medium. I'm going to dump some of this out. Recoils. What was the blue you added? The mix? I added blue. You're a sky blue. Add little flow improver, little water. Dormont says, "Can you comment on why you used the medium?" I did it because I wanted like more a ton of medium in there for a protective shell. Water evaporates, medium cures. You know what I'm saying? Uzu, which oddly named hobby miniature paint did you add? Look. Monument Hobbies. So now we're going to throttle. And we're going to focus down. On the muscle bellies. See? Barely pull the trigger back. I'm just trying to put some volume in those muscles. Templar, tell Jason I want a Baja Blast signature set. Otherwise, I'd have to cut down from one order a week to one order when I'm feeling sad. Here. Dealt. Buy. Try. Fingers. Hand. Now they're much darker and they rely heavily on their dry brushing. But I want to bring a little bit more edgelordy saturation into mine. And we have a nut curtain kind of hiding in the middle here. All right. Dump. Give it a little swirl. Looking around. Let's take some jade. Maybe some bright yellow green. Fucking hell, I'm just gonna some wacky shit right now. A little bit more blue. Maybe a little white. A little water. A flow improver. Where's my toothbrush? Looking for my toothbrush. I don't know where it is. Top, this top drawer. Now, this one. Now, it's out on the table. I'll lose that thing on the daily. Just gonna use this right here. Clean the tip. So my goal here is to now start introducing this kind of hot turquoise kind of feel into the limbs. That magic color where we're shifting hues. As like a filter. And we've been using a Jade in the Thousand Suns armor for the rest of the content. So this just fits. We're bringing in that to that Jade configuration. So it's not necessarily brighter, but it's different. Sometimes it's hard to see it on camera because the camera freaks out when you're in the Jade on blue spectrum. You can see it's different for sure, but it's a lot more different in person. Want to bring some in here on the necks. Kind of like on their throats. Now I want to take the same mix, get a little whiter. Lower the opacity. Throttle back down. It's getting a little chunky in there because we haven't dumped the pot yet. Like we've had painted it the whole time. Maybe a little bit more water. When you're trying to throttle down like this, a lot of times it comes down to adding more water. Pontus UK, the largest man in the United Kingdom, 94 months, you legend. So I'm going to take this. Focus on, really start focusing where I'm trying to put it. Feet. Cut up the very bottom. Here. Now, I'm going to start mapping out where his chest is going to go. Okay, it's going to be white, but I'm going to send some of this in there as like a kind of a base. Okay, it's going to be, this will be white right here. Faces will be white. So as I filter the white over the skin here, it's going to take on properties of the base coat. And this is what I want it to take properties of. Makes sense, right? Recoil says, or sorry, Soren on YouTube says awesome as usual. Recoil, the Jade adds a little magic. That's right, man. Okay. That's good. We're going to let that chill. Now we're going to dump. We're going to do a hobo rinse. Pot the 2K, you legend. OnePlus 7 says, dang, new airbrush is OP. I should get a new airbrush every time I paint. Right? That's the dream. Imagine if you were that fucking out of control, balling. But at that level, you would just pay people to do everything. You wouldn't even do things anymore. Still worth doing it for the big dickness of it. Let's take the crown tip off. Clean the tip. We're going to be switching colors for paints. I bent the needle the same day I opened the last airbrush. So I'm trying to be careful. I put the needle inside of it while I'm doing this. I backed it in. I backed it into it like that. Now I'll reseat it now. Because I'm switching to white next, the transparent white. Look at that blue that's still in there. Ramp it up. Shout out to Sormon. Thank you for the support, brother. This is the OP Airbrush Edition right now. I'm oscillating the needle back and forth. See, there's still blue. I'm trying to get to white, so this is a problem. Pull the needle all the way out. Wipe it off on a paper towel. Close. No, let's see. Keeps injecting blue in there. So I'm just trying to force the blue out. We're going to do a little gangster gumbo. What was that? The fuck shot in there? Where did that come from? It's crazy. All right, looking good. Okay, feeling that. So now we're going to take transparent white. Mine, and we'll put some flow improver in there. I'm going to use just this brush to gently swirl it in. Transparent white's kind of old, so it's a little chunkier than it should be. There we go. Now we're going to use this transparent white throttle. We're going to use this to try to build gently some of that white back into the model. Okay. I'll lower the light. White face. And it's going to take a few passes. It's low opacity. It's like using ink. So I put a little flow improver in it, but it's mostly raw dog out of the airbrush right now. And you get pretty solid blends with it. Like it's not speckly or grainy. It's in the nature of the transparent white. It's great for this. We started using it for this kind of more recently, like last year maybe. Sorry, I was like straight out of focus, guys. And you don't want it to just get like wet and drippy. You need to let it dry. And you need to be, more importantly, not letting it get wet and drippy. Just kind of stay in motion. So take multiple stacks. And you see how, like I told you, it was going to take information from what I left under there. Which is why I put that jade kind of magic there. Back to the chest. crotch. Let that dry for a minute. Let's just brighten the hand. Right in the feet. We're not trying to make these white. We're just making them brighter. But I plan on bringing some more saturation back into it later. So I don't have a problem, for example, kind of burning out these little highlights right here. See? We want this to be white. See that? And this thing has like a, it's wearing like a faceplate, so a lot of it's gonna be in gold. But we're looking for pretty damn close to white. So you don't want to rush this. One second. It spit on me just then. Let's take a look at the tip. There we go. Beautiful. Biceps, deltoid. Just gotta jackify them up a little bit. A little bit more highlight here, here. All right, so what I'm thinking about, I think we dump this now. I think I'm good with that. Maybe. Yeah, I think I'm good with that. So let's dump that again. God damn it. Got a little dribble water drop just hit right there on his arm. Because I didn't put him far enough away. Kind of a little bit of a user error on my part. Just hitting it with air right now. Gonna have to do something to fix that up. So we're gonna have to just put a little bit more transparent white back in there. Yeah, maybe not. I think I'll be all right. I want to switch back to sky blue. Little water. There's still some trans white in there, but it's fine. Some sky blue. What I want to do is I want to use the sky blue. It's like a little bit of a filter. In some areas. There's a drop of water in there. Like there's a bit of a back and forth I'm going for right now. So I'm adding a little sky blue. Low opacity filter. Kind of link up some of these little spots. Kind of blend them back together slightly. Because then I'm going to come back in with transparent blue. Kind of do a final kind of dialing in. So I'm going to pop it up a little bit. And now what I'm going to do is I am going to move him out of the splash zone. I think that's it. And now we're going to go straight transparent blue. Okay. Let's lower that opacity with some flow improver and water. And we're going to try to up the saturation game. It's good right there. Let's throttle. Never opened transparent blue and not gotten paint on my hand. Nate over on YouTube says your airbrush finish is always so smooth. Had a drive and now I'm back. Says Diecast Comics. What's up, man? Did you miss anything? We started airbrushing. So now I have transparent blue. And what I'm trying to do now is ramp up the saturation and darkness factor as a filter. See, I'm cutting in shadows again. See that? How intense that looks? See that? A little bit more water. Take this cap off. Okay. Just trying to add. That'd be too low. Try to add just like a little muscle definition and saturation. Look at that. See how much saturation we just got out of that? So up here, I'm going to do the same thing. See if I can get in here. I'm kind of focusing in between. I think I need even more water. Just do a quick tip clean. There we go. I think I got it. But maybe a little bit more PSI. Fuck, what's going on? A little bit more PSI. I want a little bit more blue saturation up here. See how it really ramps it up? See that change? See how that's like straight magic now? Bringing that kind of final filter back in. This is what I was talking about Templar though. Like this step right here, I knew would be a little challenging with the heads like that. Black Cats Comics, thanks, man. And this is where the wings are going to attach, so I'm going to really just darken them up for now. I'm going to have to do some final airbrushing once they're on. So there's that's the saturation we were looking for. Now I'm gonna move that out of the way. Sometimes with these big models, you have to do a step again. So I need to go back in time. We need to go back to the transparent white step again. Because we got a couple of spots where we got some gritty overspray. There's a couple of spots that speckled out on the white we need to repair. So I'm going to rinse the brush again. Let's go back to the transparent white. Put just a little glow improver in the brush first. little bit of blue swirl got in there. That's fine though. Okay. I want to remove some of the grain that showed up in his muscles when I did that. So I'm just aiming at the spots that look grainy to my eyes and try to erase it. Right here. In there with air. So we're doing like some of this step again, which sometimes happens on these bigger pieces. Okay, now what I'm going to do is pour actual bold titanium white in the pot now. Just solidly opaque. Just instantly poured white all over my hand. Water. I'm gonna ramp up the pit side. Always be getting paint all over myself. Flow improver. So this is completely different than the transparent white. There's a lot of coverage, but also a lot of speckle potential. It's dangerous. So I'm trying to just reinforce the core of some of this white we laid down on his chest and his face. You see how, like, now it's you thought it was white? You see how you thought it was white, but it's not. You see? But I'm trying to just be careful, though. Just the tips. High speckle potential if you're not paying attention. Look at that. So I'm not trying to get close to the blue. I'm aiming into the body of the white. The transparent white stem. See, we weren't even close to white, you see? And I knew that was the case. That's why I had to switch the bolts. I had to build the white platform with the transparent white, which is safe, then go to the unsafe method, but I had to aim into the core of that. But right there. Magic hand, the whole finger. Let's move him out of the splash zone. Actually, hold on. Sleeping on something here, guys. One plus saves. You can reset tempering. You mean masterworking? Because I knew you could reset tempering. I mean, I knew you could reset masterworking. I didn't think you could reset tempering. Yeah, masterworking. Yeah, you didn't know about that? It's like right there when you're doing it. Oh, so you were acting like a little bitch ass because you didn't know that it was already in the game? I want you to admit it. So I'm going to paint the staff while I'm here. Very carefully. See how I'm angling away? I want you to take some accountability for your whiny ass lack of ability to read pages in the game. Hobo shield. So what I'm trying to do is just shortcut. That's going to be like fire yellow when we're done. It's just that it's going to have to be white first. So I'm just trying to, like, I'm going to have to paintbrush some of this in. It's just that we're getting a lot of it done right now. The airbrush. One plus save says, bruh, I'm a Warhammer 40k competitive player. You think I read? So let me guess. You watched a YouTube video and somebody told you you can reset Masterwork. You didn't read it. You just heard it. Scale of 1 to 10, guys. How you feeling about this? You think we need more saturation, or do you think we're good enough? Dice Cast Comics. It's called the Hobo Shield. Like, do we need to go back and do another saturation step, or are we happy with this Zinch Magic fit? Templar says we need more. Okay. And War Pigment says never too much. Templar, more transparent blue. That's what I was thinking about. Maybe I was actually thinking about flipping the script. Transparent green, baby. Oh, sprayed his elbow. Whoops. That's what his elbow is now. Yep. Prequel says don't set fate. Well says we have to take it to the next level. All right, let me take my paintbrush with some of that white. This is the airbrush. I'm just grabbing the white out of the airbrush. Trying to see what the viability of just saying fuck it and repainting his hand with a paintbrush is versus doing the staff. I feel like it's easy to just repaint those fingers. That's what I'm thinking. Fuck it. that's the path. Fuck this. So I need this staff to be opaque white. Just hitting it with some air right now. I just made the decision that painting the fingers by hand is easier than trying to paint around the fingers. And because we're gonna be, it's gonna be the staff is gonna be like super saturated flame. So part of doing that is getting this white down first. It's not there yet. It's close. Move them out of the splash zone. Recoil. Sorry, I missed some stuff in chat. What did you guys say? Go boy. Just do the other one too. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I'm not paying attention anymore, go boy. Moved on. What was I talking about? Coccidus. Thanks for the follow. Oh, the green elbow? Oh, yeah. Which I did. Or the white, yeah. So we need to actually... Let's just finish what we were doing on the staff. That's actually bold titanium white. Straight up. Okay? We need to be a little bit more opaque. And it can't have any... It can't have all that blue showing. So we need to get that yellow down. So it'll be with the staff girth. It'd be really convenient if we can do a lot of this with airbrushing. So here's bold titanium white. Try not to get it on him. Rotate. See how white that is? It's so white it like glows in the dark. I've decided that in service to getting this staff as high as possible, I no longer care about his hand. We'll paint that at a later moment with a paintbrush. His hand does not exist. Hand does not exist. Oh, reset masterwork is just a little button. Yeah. You don't look at the screen either. You have minions. Let's do one more pass. Right here. See, actually getting the white opaque is challenging. Because you see, you thought it was white before, but that's obviously more white, right? Like, that's clearly more white. So that's usually what holds people back for white paint jobs, actually getting the opacity. Like, you're like, it can't get no whiter. All right. Splash zone removal. Well, that little cat backflow is gonna walk soon. Use cosmetic sponge. Probably right. It upgraded the same thing both levels. Okay, good, Scrub. You were the one who told me to get good at rolling and not bricking. Trying to get that white out. Game stinks. D4's bad again. So 2 seconds ago it was problem solved. You could re-roll these things. And now you bricked it. And it's... I love this guy. All right. So now we're going to switch gears. Before I do any resaturation of the skin, let's get to that staff. Maybe your game says, I'm sure you mentioned it this week, but what classes? Oh, but what class are you playing? Oh, I'll play Barbarian. I usually start Barbarian, and end up rolling a couple other tunes by the end of the season. But I've played everything except the Rogue and Wizard in the game. Transparent yellow. Oh, there it is. Just trying to get set. D4 loop better than before, but definitely not interesting. So they improved. But it's not last epoch good for you. All right. Let's see if we can get this going. Neighbor, you went back to a brawler barb for this season. Barb is always my main shit since Diablo 2 launch. So I always got to see what the new changes are and how they facilitate the barb. So I already ran Thorns and Upheaval, and I'm on to Dust Devils now. That the hand is dead to me now. So I don't care about getting yellow on it. So if we're going to do a really saturated fire stick here, we have to paint it white first before we bring the yellow in, or you'll never get that yellow to saturate. See if I can turn this light down. There we go. Dark Horse says Kenny is the king of the castle. Castle Grayskull. It's boring just taking main stat HP and crit on every item. 1+ saves. Yeah, but that's why the tempering is cool, because now we actually do get to add really interesting effects. I mean, it completely changed the Barbarian, bro. Like, I remember, I'm like a Barbarian expert. It's a different character now. Different game. New character. It's completely fucking changed because of this simple concept of being able to add a bigger upheaval radius. And, fucking tornadoes and shit. Like, it's like I have a new character. So it's pretty fucking, I mean, from that perspective, pretty fucking hype. And there's tons of new aspects. They brought the vampire aspects back, or the powers back. Bro, I'm hype as fuck, dude. Got Metamorphosis back on my build. Bro, I got fucking Timmy T's and fucking Metamorphosis on my fucking barb right now. For bossing. I'm using the new unique. I'm using the Ariat summoning pants. Bro, love those pants. That new barb unique. So now we have a very saturated yellow. I'm going to squirt some white back into this mix. What other castle is there, Redcoat? No, you're right. We're going to take this and we're going to just add some highlight here. It's not enough. Here. There, I see where I want it. Right here. Hold on. All right, let me move them out of the splash zone. The whole point of the airbrush step, is to lay those sick fucking transitions and save as much time on the project as possible in one session. So that's like the point of airbrush for miniatures, right? Airbrush's actual purpose in life is to generate a fucking superior product. So that usually takes a little patience. And, it'd be very easy to just start slam dunking the paints on here impatiently and try to move on. But I like to take my time and make it smooth and flawless. Saving time is a side effect, but that's also my goal. To minimize how much annoying paintbrushing I have to do in weird angles right now. Let's take a little orange. I think I'm gonna get swifty. I'm gonna use the fluorescent orange. This shit is wild. Shit is fucking out of control, guys. So now we're going to introduce some subtle orange notes. Okay. So I wanted to get orange like right here. Here. Bro, I just need to turn this light off. That shit is nuts. Give me 1 second to indulge. Look at this. Let me indulge in for a second. Whoops, that sucked. Dark neutral gray. That my man Genuine Vision. Yo, Jan, long time no see, man. It's a legend. That guy's been on this platform as long as I have. So we're just indulging in this step right now, Jan, because I want to just show off the airbrushing we just did. So we have to cut this end cap back in. Time for a pee and a beer. Yo, hell yeah, dog. How's life? I'm just using the primer. Trying to be careful. Just cutting the yellow out of this end cap so you can actually kind of see what it's supposed to, what the effect looks like. See? So it's bright there and like it shoots up to the center, and it's going to be bright there. VIPS 1000. What's up, brother? And the same thing up there. But I'm just doing the bottom. Like, I'm not trying to get bogged down on that step. I just want you to see like how things start to look when you start blocking them in. So I had to turn the lights off so you can even acknowledge the fucking yellow. It's so hype. And that's fluorescent orange. So a little fluorescent orange in the mix. It's so intense. Look. So it's out of control. Vibrant. And we're going to bring those magenta wings in. I want to do one more slight filter. So what we'll do, maybe let me rinse the airbrush out. Get the orange out of there. And what I did is I just saved myself, approximately 1 billion seconds by getting that staff kind of base coated. Like, you see, like, it's blocked in. Like, now all I gotta do is just paint some little details on it. So we said we're gonna get even more saturated. I totally plan on doing that. I kind of want to flip the script a little bit. So what I'm thinking about, I was thinking about getting kind of crazy. I'm pulling out a color I don't use very often because it's so intense. You got to be so careful with it. Transparent green. Like, look how much water I just threw in there. Like, I just filled this pot up with water. It's so fucking nuts. It's so powerful. I'm going to use this to kind of maybe magic up some of these areas. See that? Little magic filter. And you see it fucking does a lot, so you just gotta be careful as you bring it in. See how we're shifting the saturation, getting some insane stuff. I'll have to paint the fingers and stuff in by hand. And so we're just refiltering, super low opacity, transparent green. Trying to get real saturated finish here. You see that? Like, oh, god damn, that shit is intense. See, like all our like how beautiful our fucking just like saturated as skin is. Trying to get this light correct. Always kind of a pain with this. So we're trying to keep some nice dark blue, white belly, white faces, and we have the kind of turquoise magic kind of shifting around. Trying to stay as saturated as we can get away with, and we're using just green now. You see we've got little highlights and everything, but we're keeping it dark and subtle because this model, look at how much texture it has. We're going to do so much brushwork, it's crazy. So much brushwork. You see how we got to cut the little frames in on the faces? So we're trying to set ourselves up for success right now by having all this base done, beautiful, and then we can just go crazy with our paintbrush. But this guy is like really dry brushable. Like you see how has these huge like textures in them. So we're going to do a shocking amount of dry brushing on this. Over this skeleton. So that's pretty good. I'm going to set that down. We're done with that. Let's clean the airbrush out, do a whip session, and see what else we got. So if you just tuned into this project, we have a lot of sub-assembly on this model. We filmed that process, how we built the model to maximize our success with the airbrush. This is sponsored content. Shout out to Sunshine Grenadier. So this will be in the archives, Patreon, everything. If you haven't been following, we have been doing a Thousand Suns sponsored project. Just using a little simple green right here. Just getting the rest of the stuff out of here. We're good. I'm gonna set it down. Oh my god, he's so much. This is one of those models that's like you gotta see it in person. And Sir Crow actually said that to me because he saw my armigers, my war dogs, and the Lord of Skulls. He saw that at that trade tournament we went to recently. He's like, bro, it's not even the same model. It's like so much more intense in real life, and that's where you want to be. You want your models to look better in person. That's where I live. So if you're just tuning in, we just finished the Armon installment to this project. And this is on Patreon right now in the Aramon collection, along with the Exalted Sorcerer. Exclamation point whip. Templar. Bet. I can't wait to see your models in person one day. Recoil says that's exactly how I felt when I put my eyes on your Dante IRL. My saturation and my, like, the colors I like are so hard to fill. Like, I used to have to, like, turn the lights off so you can even casually observe the yellow and orange. Like, it's so fucking gangster. Like, it's like luminescent. Like, whatever. It's my life. Look, let me go pee real quick, guys. Let me go take a pee break, and then let's set up for a whip session. Give me 1 second. Exclamation point whip. Back. Pop up on Discord. Ray Facts. Thanks for the follow. Let me go publish. So I just published the Lord of Change build videos. They're not edited yet. Brandon Spence, thanks for the sub on YouTube. So anyone got some whips for me today? Ulysses whipped it out at 150. Ulysses, are you in chat right now? Oh, I made some progress. There he is. Beautiful. Brought that sunny skin tone in. I love it. I like that interplay. Well done, man. That purple to flesh combo is nice. Love minis. You have to get your sliders from the supermarket, the freezer section. You want to talk to corporate about getting a White Castle up in your part of town? I got it. I mean, I'm working my way up right now. They got me out by the dumpster right now. I mean, it's like a casual working relationship right now, you know, but I'm confident. I mean, they said I could stand by the dumpster. It's beautiful, Ulysses. Red coat. Wife thinks I'm a good husband. Went to the game store, picked up something to surprise me with. Went to the game store, picked up something to surprise me with out of my hold box. Oh, you have a hold box. So she went there and got you something? That's awesome. Recoil, yep. That's exactly what I did. It's cash. Templar, this looks amazing. You just out here by yourself? And I want in on this. I want in on that. Yeah, what is that thing between the... What is that long skinny thing? Is that your crack pipe? That's his crack pipe. Oh, I was close. I mean, it's glass, so... Assuming it's a crack pipe. I mean, it looks glass. It might just be like a fancy vape. Ulysses just ordered Commander Dante, Altark, and Drazzer. Templars, fuck your family time. Because you're going to have to spend 100% of next weekend with them, right? We should have a holiday for them. Leave me the fuck alone. Brian Harrington for your girlfriend's D&D project. Aw. Yeah, I want in on that. I smoked a Cuban for my birthday weekend. Because now you can just buy them. But they punched it for me and like kind of fucked it up. So it kind of just kept unraveling in my mouth. So it was like super disappointing experience. Nairb Games. That's mine. Oh no, you zoomed in. Yeah. We're looking at it. Do you want comment? Do you want a critique or do you want just to be admired? What's your goal here? Redco has the same skirt. Embarrassing. Templar says, might do Adepticon 2025. In Milwaukee? That's the least classy city of all time, dude. So, like, whiskey and cigars, it's more like Midwest trash beer and cigarette butts off the ground. Mel's Magic says it's a good time for some folks. No, it's just like when in Rome. You just gotta. You can't come in with the cigars and the fucking whiskey, dude. People are gonna look at you like you're making fun of them. It's pretty good. It's a tiny little model. I think you've done a lot with the surface area here. I see you've done some textures. Like, honestly, you're fine. As a critique, that thing is the size of your fucking thumbnail. It's perfect. Casino Reads. Oh yeah, that captain you were picking. So your buddy picked the color scheme? What? Just the colors, and you did whatever you wanted? Yo, Templar, this guy's doing some sketch. This guy's doing some sketchy shit, dude. Is this your new enemy? Is this your new nemesis? Casino Reed's over here. Redcoat, Milwaukee Miller. Let's fucking go. We got Rottweiler in chat. He agrees with everything I'm saying. Templar, we don't have to smoke him there. No, I guess not. He picked the coordinate scheme. Casino. Abe Games. Looking forward to your Legionaries. That's right, Templar. Hate isn't the opposite of love. It will end this guy's family. No one else is allowed to paint like him. Oh, he's a Howling Griffins hobo? Mate, that's why he picked it. Good job, man. Before and after Demons Come Play. Okay, let's see. Rottweiler started painting his Robbie G. Good fucking lay down. Loving it. Oh, did you put him on that base? So you're painting him on his big rubble base? I would have definitely glued him to something else. So you can airbrush that base. I mean, it's minor critique. I also left this back plate off so I can paint it separately too. You live, you learn, baby. Oh, here we go. Bro, it looks so good. You actually did such a good job with this. It's so striking. Bro, I love your army. I love these huge jump squads. And this dominating Terminator presence. Again, I love it. Look at this. Blow letters coming in hot. I don't see any more demons. They're gone. Oh yeah. Yeah. They're gone. They're dead. You killed them all. What's this? Is this like a mayonnaise ketchup sashimi? Is that what that is? Cafeteria sushi. It's my favorite. White Castle. New Long John Silver's. They're up in the game. Thomas Taylor, what is White Castle? Famous sliders restaurant in the Midwest. Gives you diarrhea 100% of the time when you eat there. Mateo, thank you for sharing, Rottweiler. Rottweiler sent me this shirt too. There we go. Let's go. Look at this guy. That's right. That's why they're called sliders, most magic. %100 chance. Dr. D. You ate 15 of them when you had a bulletproof stomach. Well done, sir.
From we enter inside, I come through and lift up the vibe. That's just what we bring, we get like. Gonna get this party started alright all night. Got the rhythm on deck. I don't need to tell you what's next. Just jump to the rhythm and show me two steps.
Mateo asks how you would achieve this blue. I mean, that's a desaturated blue. It's like pale blue with white. So, pale blue, some white. Rawala, you got hurt second round by Chaos List with Abaddon. Same kind of list you play, but with the Vindicators and the Mark and Nurgle. Yep. Because Abaddon gives them full hit rerolls. They have exploding fives. He just rerolls everything. Looking for fives. And does he have a Hellbrute too? Because that's that. So it's lethal and sustain every 5. Rottweiler, it was fucking ridiculous. Also, you misplayed. You should have been more patient. That's usually the way of things. 100% of the games, almost 100% of the time when I'm not patient, I lose. Or that's the reason I lost. Let me get some strong man loving chat from my man Recoil. Wait, what? Did you guys just hear like a voiceover? Coil Daddy is the Lord of Spare Change. Did it just read it out loud? How did that happen? How'd you make it do that? Coil Daddy coming in $25. Thank you for your support, brother. You're a true legend. Don't abuse that. Yo, there we go. Rottweiler, you at a White Castle right now? How'd you make it read on my shit? Is that something on Streamlabs you can do? You drove by when we were talking about it? That's awesome, Rottweiler. Hell yeah. 15 minutes left. 2x Yo Dogs every Saturday, guys. We did a lot of airbrushing today. Some OP-ness. Exclamation point class. If you're watching some of this and you're like, I wish I could do that with an airbrush. I literally teach. That's what I do. It's a big part of my project. Exclamation point class. Set up a Patreon. I have a syllabus and a curriculum. One-on-one coaching. I taught right before this. 2x Yo Dogs every Saturday. Let's review. So we pulled out the airbrush and we got the base of this model set in motion, and now we got to cut in all the details. We're probably going to do a little light dry brushing first. So I should get a varnish on this guy because this is really delicate airbrushing.
Cover, remove from heat, and set aside for 8 to 12 minutes,
What?
depending on desired doneness.
The fuck is it doing?
Water or use a slotted spoon to remove eggs from the hot water. Transfer eggs to a...
What the fuck is it doing? When did it start reading out loud? This is a fucking security breach. Rottweiler. He's giving Templar advice. Cover, remove from heat, set aside 8 to 12 minutes, depending on desired doneness. Drain water to use slotted spoon, remove the egg from the hot water, transfer egg to bowl of ice water, and cold water over. How to boil egg. Nice. Is there like a button you guys are pressing, or did it just start doing that? I have not granted this permission. Not that I don't trust you guys, but you want to know what the easiest ways to fuck with a streamer is to get the auto read to read bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they'd have to give me money to do it, but like for $1, you could, you know, write the N-word 400 times. Well, that has to be associated with Streamlabs. So did you guys do anything different? Was there like, or did it just start auto reading from Streamlabs? So let's rinse the airbrush out. Nothing different. Just start it up. All right, there's got to be something in there, like Renegade said. So there must have something new just must have hit. Because I've deliberately disabled all that kind of shit. But thank you, Rottweiler, and thank you, Recoil. So, when you do like a beautiful airbrush workup, one of the smartest things to do is right when you're done and you've given it a second to settle down and cure and dry is to varnish it. Because that airbrushing is, you know, pretty soft, pretty delicate. We're going to take the Army Painter Airbrush Ready Matte Varnish, which I actually love this shit. We're just going to lightly coat them. And what I'm visually looking for is it looks slightly wet, but not milky. Looks like I got a couple of droplets of transparent blue on its foot right there. That's fine. I've got a lot of painting to do on that foot anyway. We're going to be handling this model a lot, turning them over, bumping into them, a little dry brushing. You're going to rub so much paint off over the course of this project. You want to make sure that you've got at least some layer of protection. Babe, I don't. I'm just raw dogging it. Just raw dogging the varnish. Chaotic painting. Double yo dogs every Saturday. What's up, my brother?
Word.
He says word. It just reads it. And I'm going to do a second pass. I want it to look, like I said, a little wet, but not milky. And you see how thin some of this airbrushing was, right? How watered down it was. That shit is barely on the model. So getting a nice layer of protection between our hand fisting and this beautifully smooth airbrushing is critical. I'd like to do some light dry brushing. I'd like to do some little pin washes, things like that. I'm going to drop it a couple of times, you know what I mean? I'll set that down over here in my fan zone. Recoil. There's no options I can see. Yeah, it's going to have to be on my donation page on Streamlabs. It's something there that must have just rolled out with. Like, not that, like, you guys are gonna fucking abuse it in a TOS way. But somebody who wants to fuck with me could. Just a little solvent. I'm gonna cut the compressor. And here's what's all in the box. Which I said this, if you want to watch the subassembly build video, I just published that. But we've got the nut curtain and the wing flares, the airbrush. I left the book off the staff to airbrush sick. And of course, you see these big ass wings. So everything is mounted in a way that is manageable right here. So that we can so we can do two things, which is generate a superior product, right? Flawless paint application. Step one. Transition game, flawless, but access to these parts in a way that does save time. You see? So we're doing both, right? The side effect is that we're going to save time. And so you could put the model together, right? Damn, I should have varnished Aramon while I had that off. You got to put Aramon behind glass. You could have easily glued it all together and just said, fuck it. You know, GW did. But we're trying to save time and generate a flawless product. So by kind of workshopping what we're going to leave off, how we're going to flex our airbrush dominance, superiority, right? How are we going to maximize that? These are the parts we left off. My man Redcoat says, oh, it'll read it. I'll just let it read. Let's see.
Nice work. Get yourself a fine cigar and chill.
What the fuck? Thanks, though. I'll smoke one Memorial Day weekend. Is it next weekend? I'm going to take next Saturday off and chill. Renegade, who said that? Recoil. James Workshop broke Rob in a torture chamber situation and gave Kenny up. Remember the fallen. Renegade? Maybe the volume was just off. I don't know. I mean, I'll go look right now. There must be something on my donation page. I mean, it's just a security reach. A security risk. And they've been changing things. Crazy, what's up? It's gonna read that? Better not. 33 seconds left. Overtime, 37 seconds. Would be in my alert box. Unlimited alert. Alert. Profanity filter disabled. Where the fuck do I even go to see this shit?
You gotta get swifty in here. If It's time to get swifty. Uh-oh. You gotta get swifty. Oh, yeah. Take off your pants and your panties. Shit on the floor.
It literally says text to speech settings disabled. It literally says that right there. Like, I'm looking at it. Straight disabled. Yeah, we'll figure this out a different day. That's wild. We'll write some names down. Mohawk Minis. Red Coat. My man. Chaotic Painting. Recoil. Saruman. Thank you guys for your support today. We're going to set up a raid. Right meow. The raid is ticking down right now. Gotta keep the White Castle Fund alive. That's right, Chaotic. You're probably right, Recoil. Thank you guys for kicking it with me this Saturday. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I appreciate the support as always. Hope to see you guys on Patreon soon. Hit me up on social media in the meantime. Go play Diablo 4 after lunch. As always, until we meet again, play on, players.